Hey guys, so today we're going to be trying to make a survival knife with a sawback in it out of this old farrier's rasp. And we have this nice little shack that me and my dad built. And that's what we're going to be using to forge today. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to cut off a piece of this. I've already started to forge the tip a little bit and then I kind of gave up. So we're going to cut off about, and eye protection and the manly earmuffs for ear protection. Okay. Here's what we're gonna make our knife out of. This piece of metal right here. And we're aiming for about, a 5 or 6-ish inch blade length. Okay, now we're going to go grind the file part off of this. So let's go do that. Here we are, the grinder. And now we're gonna grind off all of the little file things. Okay guys, now we're gonna light forge. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by forging out the tang. So we're gonna put that in there first. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, I'm also going to be working on a chisel, like for a hot cut chisel, so I'll be working on that too. the chisel so far. I think I'm almost done forging the blade of it, and I'm gonna forge the handle a little bit to make it a little longer, and then I'm gonna work on my knife. So guys, basically, I'm basically done with the chisel, and I need to heat it up and bang on the other end a little bit to make it flat, and then I'll quench it, okay? Okay, I have the chisel done, and now I'm gonna quench it. Okay, I'm gonna quench. Okay guys, so this is the chisel. It's done, and now I'm gonna cut my thing with it. Oh, wow. I really don't know why I'm using this hammer. I'll have to change the propane in a little while. Yeah. Okay, I think the shape is mostly done. Now I'm gonna work on that handle part a little bit, making a finger well. I'm gonna try it, because I really don't want that to be a weak spot, because you're gonna be chopping into wood. And if that breaks, that would be really, really bad. Because that's the part of the blade that's probably under the most stress. that could become a crack right there, and I really hope it doesn't. I mean, it's kind of a crack right now, but yeah, I think the rest of the steel there's good. I just really hope it does not split, because that would mean I would have to start over. Okay, now I'm gonna bevel the other side. Okay, I think I'm done. I just have a lot of grinding to do. I think I'm done forging. And I actually think this knife is pretty good so far. We just need to get this little part off and make it a finger notch. I think I'm gonna stop here for now. This is the knife so far. And I've gotten a bevel ground into about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch maybe. And then I fixed the crack in the handle. It's kind of skinny, but the paracord will help beef it up a little bit. Yeah, it's actually not that heavy. Like, I really thought this was going to be heavy, but it's actually not. That's the water. And we're going to grind. We are going to grind this a little bit more, just to refine the bevels and get that little fat spot. I'm done grinding, and I ground the edge down to, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I don't know, pretty thin. I don't know measurements very well, and I finished grinding the handle and ground the blade, and I want this to be kind of like you can definitely tell it's forged, like it's handmade, because like I want to leave the texture of the rasp and stuff on there, because it looks kind of cool, and I want to leave that forged texture. Like once it's quenched and tempered and stuff, I want just the edge to be shiny right here, and then this to be forged scale still, or like the gray stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go heat treat this. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do first is we are going to, before we quench it, we have to thermocycle it, and that is basically where you heat it up there's 3 thermocycling stages. The first one is what we're heating up for now, and basically you heat it up a little above the temperature that you're gonna quench at, and then you let it sit in a vise or something and let it cool all the way till it's like gray and no longer glowing. And then you do that again, but do it at the quenching temperature, and then let it sit, and then you do it a little below the quenching temperature. And basically what that'll do is that will like reset all the particles and stuff inside the metal and relieve the stress from it being hammered. And then we're gonna quench it. Oh. Okay, now we're gonna let it cool down. I just spilled the oil on my foot. Dang it. Oh, it's like barely deep enough. Okay, now we're gonna heat it up to the quenching temperature and then let it cool down. Okay, so this is the quenching temperature. I mean, it's about, I don't know exactly what temperature, because I don't have like a thing on my forge or anything to tell the temperature. But this is about right. Okay, so now we gotta let that cool down. I'm just gonna brush it because I want a blacksmith finish on it. Okay, so just wait a few more seconds to let that cool down all the way. Put it back in the fire, and now we heat it a little below quenching temperature. Okay, this is a little below quenching temperature right now, guys. Trying to see if it's straight. Looks like it's straight. Wait for that to cool down, and while we do that, I have this piece of rebar that we're gonna quench to preheat our oil. Rebar, and then we're gonna quench the knife. Okay, so that the oil is now preheated. Now we're gonna quench the knife. My quench tank is like almost not deep enough. What? Yeah, barely. Slight problem. The tip got a little too hot, which shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, so that's not ideal. Now we're gonna temper this part a little more. Okay, now that we did that, we are going to cool off the knife with water. It doesn't matter if you do this. It just helps control the temper a little bit. Hey guys, so we got the hole drilled right there. I broke a drill bit in the process, but that's okay. And then now we're going to dry it off and put the handle on. I just failed, but that's okay. Okay, now you're gonna cut the rest off. And boom. Paracord handle. It's actually pretty comfortable. And guys, this already looks so good. Like, it's not shiny or anything, but it looks good. So, this is the knife. The lanyard is super small. So, ooh. And then if you, okay, yeah, that is very, very sharp. We have a stick. It works very well. And then if we carve, it also carves very well. And it took no edge damage. I wish the handle was a little bigger. The tip is not very pointy at all. Here's a stump. Boom, first try. Anyway, I hope you like this video, guys. And if you do, consider subscribing because I'll be putting out more content like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.